Shalom homies, and welcome to another video. So today, I'm basically just gonna be putting out my thoughts about the new Steven Universe movie. I know I'm a little late, but I just wanted to talk about it. Before we start though, the art in the background is done by my best friend Victor. Link to his Instagram is in the description. Victor Lime OO. So yeah. Also, before we start, I know her name is Spinel, but I'm probably going to refer to her as Dee Dee, because literally, she looks like Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory. You can't change my mind. So, this is mostly going to be rambling, but yeah. So, I'm not a fan of Steven Universe at all. I'm probably going to do a rant video at some point. Like, I really don't like this show. But the movie actually really surprised me. It was really good, and I absolutely love Dee Dee because she's just good. I don't know how to put it into words. Like, she's such a really good character. They didn't go over the top and be like, oh, she's a space emperor and it's like enslaving all these gems and killing people, but she's just really sad and you should really forgive her. No, she was personally hurt by Pink Diamond, and she has a personal vendetta against Steven. Yeah, she does bad things, but she has a reason for it, and her redemption makes sense. It's not really rushed, and we get time to get to know her too. With the diamonds, that was my main issue. It was, oh, yeah, we're gonna try to kill you, but we were really upset that we hurt Pink Diamond. It was really sad for us. So please give us a break. Now I'm gonna mind shade your friends. Yeah, snapshot redemptions don't work, and I think having the movie time run really helped out with fleshing her out and developing her as a character. And yeah. Another thing was the music was just awesome. I really loved the music. I was really disappointed with the season 5 finale songs. What even are the lyrics? They make little to no sense at all, and grammar? Who's she? But with the new songs, they work really well. They have a nice mixture of different styles of songs too, and they're just really good. I'm going to talk about the movie both in context of the show and out of context of the show, because without context of the show, it's awesome. I really highly recommend the movie, but in context of the show, there's several issues. So without the context of the show, I love the characters of the Diamonds. Them as overprotective moms is hilarious, and overbearing moms, I love that. Steven just trying to get away from them. They're like, Steven, please stay. We just want to adore you. Just let us adore you. That should be a scene. But yeah, I just love that character type. It's just hilarious. Spinel is lovely. I love Dee Dee. She's great. I don't really know how else to fully put that forward. She's just so wholesome as before Pink Diamond left her, and then when Pink Diamond leaves her, it's really tragic. It hurt. I almost cried. I did cry. Because yeah, she didn't deserve that to have that happen to her. Pink Diamond just left her, and she waited for her. She was just so happy to see her, and I was like, no. I'm really emotional about cartoon characters, don't judge me. And yeah, she's just so good. And she deserved better. Also, while we're listening to the song, Other Friends, continuity, parallelism, it all comes together. That's the good stuff. And yeah, just I love the whole rubber hose motif, like the Max Fleischer style. Everyone's like, it's the Disney style or it's the Mindy and the English style. No, Max Fleischer. I'm an animation history nerd, and I'm gonna be an animation student, so like, I know what I'm talking about. Please take me seriously. Yeah, like Max Fleischer, cartoon style. I love rubber hose. I want to try drawing more rubber hose style, but like, I'm so in the like more realistic style vein than like the rubber hose style, so it might be a bit of a struggle. And yeah, like I love the visuals. They did a lot of awesome visual like effects and visual like experiments. Like all the colors were great, and it just looked really nice, really polished. The animation was there's like some issues with animation, like mostly at the beginning, like the diamonds. It was just really jarring. They had really weird eyes. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like they were really big. I didn't like it. But I mean, over time it improved, and like I just really liked it. I love how they're shading too. Like I like shading a lot, so seeing shading in an animated show or film is really good to see, I guess. I had a lot of issues with the Steve and Greg fusion. Like, a lot. Because they're father and son, and Rebecca Sugar hasn't established what fusion really is. Like, there's a lot of innuendo with fusion, and it just really makes me uncomfortable. Like, yeah, the design is kind of whack. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I like it, but at the same time I really don't. Like, design-wise, I don't know how I feel about it. I think, like, people have been calling it Stag. I don't like that because it sounds like Stegosaurus. Like, he's not a dinosaur. He's like a Yakuza. The Yakuza bad boy. I know everyone's like saying he looks like a JoJo character, but I haven't watched JoJo yet. I know everyone's telling me to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I'll get to it. I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna continue it. Don't worry. I'll get to it. Eventually. I don't know, I don't really understand the obsession hype around it. I'm not as big a fan of like action fighting anime. I mean, I am, but at the same time I'm not. I don't know, I'm weird. I just don't watch anime as much as I used to either. Yeah, like, I liked most of the songs. Like I said, I didn't like a lot of the Steg stuff or like the song before that. Like there's Independent Together, which is a Steg song, and I forgot what that one. Let's Be Disobedient, or whatever. I don't know, I personally don't like Sadie's voice when she's singing. Like, I'm not gonna bash her singer. I don't know who she is, so this is all like spitballing, so. Well, like, I just don't really like her voice personally. I don't know. Like, I like most people's voices in the show. Like, I especially love Steven's new voice. It's a lot better. And like, singing wise it's pretty good. It's just kind of weird when he goes super high into the falsetto like voice. I'm not a singer. Well, I sing occasionally, but I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just didn't like that sometimes. I don't know, it's not too big a deal to me though. I love the song Drift Away. Like, that whole scene, I cried. That was intense and like kind of relatable too, like on the personal level. So ouch. But yeah, like it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Like I didn't like add too much like all the recap, but I mean it's kind of understandable for like people who are new to the show and like there's been some time in between. like one of my main issues like before the movie came out was that there's just this sudden like 2-year time skip, and like we don't have that context to fill in between. So like, yeah, there's like a sudden time skip, and it's kind of jarring. Like for me, I was saying like the movie could have been that time skip and like going through that, because you have an hour long, and like you have that time to develop it and flesh it out, and like the movie could have, what they were planning for the movie could have been in the show. I mean, what they did in the movie works for a movie, and I don't know, like maybe they could have gone either way. I feel now after seeing it, I don't know which I would have preferred. I mean, I obviously like this movie a lot, but I don't know if it would have been better if it had just been a time in between time skip thing, so like catch us all up to speed. That would have been nice. I mean, they kind of do that at the beginning with the story of Steven, but yeah, I don't know, they could have done it better. However, in context with the show, several issues present themselves. Like, I mentioned how I love the diamonds. Yeah, in context of the show, that doesn't really work, because Rebecca Sugar kind of has this habit of just replacing characters. Like with Lars, he just became a different character. With the diamonds, they've just become a different characters. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Mom Diamonds, but in the show, they were abusers. They were not good people. They had intergalactic genocide. They mistreated their gems, like their subjects. They were not good people, and I did not like the snapshot redemptions. I did not like that at all. I didn't like how White Diamond pretty much is a different character now. I didn't like how they're just different characters now. Like, with the show out of context, yeah, I love it. It's great. But in context, I just don't like that. And maybe they could salvage that somehow with a time skip in between movie, because it just feels like everything they've done is just instantly forgiven. And I don't know, I'm just not too big a fan of that. Like, they just get off scot-free. I don't know. And like I mentioned before with the Sky Fusion, like, yeah, that's not okay. I don't know, I still have issues with Steven's time skip. He has a neck now. That's not okay. Sound the alarms. Get your Steven neck memes out of here. But like, I don't know. We don't see that maturing. We don't see this change. It's just kind of like an instant snapshot change, new characters. Let's go. Greg's the same, pretty much. Pearl's the same. Amethyst is the same. Karna's the same. That's also a thing too, like, they just somehow managed to keep their form for 2 years. Well, like, they're constantly changing forms in the show because, like, of how many times everyone gets poofed. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. Let me think. There's some other things that I remember, like, that I want to talk about with the movie. Dee Dee's great. I'm still kind of confused how she got, like, her edgy look. Like, she went from being a cute, bubbly, like, cartoon character. Also, her silhouette is Mickey Mouse's silhouette. Like, Victor pointed that out to me. That's cool. Anyways. But, like, I'm so confused on how, like, she just changed forms. Like, did she just willingly change form? Like, there was, like, a whole Pink Diamond situation? Like, was it a Pink Diamond situation? But, I don't know. I is confused. Aiden is confused. But, yeah. I do love her design a lot. I like most of the characters and designs. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Peridot's sunglasses. Like, it's just too much going on. Like, I'm a minimalist character designer. I don't do, like, a lot of... Sorry, my heart just stopped for a second. I don't do a lot of, like, very hyper-detailed character designs, because in animation you want to have simpler character designs, so it's like easier to animate and they can stay on model more often than not, and it doesn't give you an aneurysm when you're trying to just make them walk. That's also like kind of my issue with the new designs in general, like they're hyper complicated and they don't really need to be. You can have a good solid design that's simple, like Bismuth. Bismuth's design is pretty simple, Steven's design is pretty simple. And like with Garnet and Peridot specifically, they're like super complex, and Pearl's old design, like her first form, like it really bothers me. I don't know. I didn't like the Greg Universe joke. It just annoyed me as a grammar person. But whatever. It's not like a glaring detail. I liked how like there's a clamshell in Pearl's like first form. I don't know. Pearls are natural gems. I'm a rock nerd. So like if there's any reference to like natural stuff with rocks or whatever, then I like geek out. I'm kind of confused by like the mixed opinions on Rose, or Pink or whatever, the bad one, where like the demons are like, yes we know that you're not her, but you're so much like her, let us adore you. And like they love Pink Diamond or whatever, and like everyone loves Pink, but then at the same time, Steven's like, yeah, that's kind of how my mom is, when Spinelli's like, she abandoned me and stuff, and like, so do you like Pink Diamond? Do you hate her? Like, I hate her personally. Like, I didn't like her before, but now this movie made it personal. Like, if Pink Diamond was a real person, her gem would be shattered right now. We'll just put it like that. I really don't like her, because she personally hurt Spinelli's like baby, and like, no, don't hurt her. Justice for Spinelli. I just want to see more of Spinelli. Like, she's such a fun character, and like, I love that. I like fun characters. Like, not everything needs to be hyper serious all the time. Like, dude, chill. I don't know. It was a fun movie experience. Like, I went over to Victor's house and we just watched it, and it was super fun. We made brownies. We didn't eat them during the film. We were gonna have popcorn, but we didn't do that either. I don't know. It was a fun experience. I'm glad I saw it. It wasn't a waste of time like I expected it to be. And I don't know. It was just fun, I guess. They had fun with this movie, clearly, and I'm glad that they made it. Like, it's not the best movie ever. It's not going to save the show from several glaring flaws in it. But I like the introduction of Dee Dee, and I think they can do a lot with her if they choose to. I'm more nervous for season 6, for how they're going to continue on, because, I don't know, the movie should have presented a new antagonist, but it did, and then they reformed her, which is fine. Like, I think her reformation is totally warranted, and, like, yeah, I love Dee Dee. I guess the diamonds are gonna come back, I guess, once Beach City's all repaired. But then what? Is it gonna go back to a slice of life show? Because that could be fun. Or are they gonna bring in Sneakle or something? I don't know. Like, are we gonna meet the creators of the gems? Like, I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag. Like, the Steven Universe has like a really weird mixed bag where they're like, we have a ton of deep lore, but we're also a slice of life show, kind of, sometimes when we want to be that way. We don't know entirely what we want to do. So we'll just have to see. We'll see if the good trend continues. And, I don't know, there's like, it's a mixed bag of a movie. Like, I enjoy it a lot, but I'm also conflicted with the context of the show, because the show has a lot of glaring issues in it that the movie doesn't fix. However, the movie on its own is totally fine. Like, I love the diamonds in the movie, but I don't like them in the show. So, we'll have to see what Rebecca Sugar chooses to do. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point, but I just want to drive home the point that I really don't like the show, but I really like this movie. And if you get a chance to, you should go watch it. It's 82 minutes long, I think, or something like that. It's not that long of a movie. It has a fun character, has a pretty good plot. Without the context of the show, it's fine. Within the context of the show, there's issues. But if you enjoy the show, you'll definitely love this movie. If you don't even know what this show is, then give it a shot, I guess. But just enjoy it. I'm not going to tell anyone what they need to think about the show or the movie. You can have your own entitled opinions about it. I have my own. And I like to have healthy conversations about it because it's fun. I enjoy discussing shows, especially because I'm going into animation, and I want to see what everyone thinks about it. I plan on creating a show. I plan on working at Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. It's going to be fun. I would never want to work on Steven Universe. That's going to be a hard pass for me. But yeah, like, Dee Dee's a great character. Obviously, like, I would draw fan art of her. Victor did draw fan art of her. And it's just like a fun time to watch this movie. This isn't supposed to be like anything in depth, I hope you know. It's just rambling. I'm trying to also like remember something. I didn't like Who We Are, that song. We'll find a way to save the day, 'cause that's who we are. I didn't like that part. Also, like, it just kind of was too mixy of music. Like, rhapsodies are fine, but like there was no real smooth transition. Like, it went from like more dialogue music to like that kind of music. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a music professional, clearly. Warning, I'm not a professional. I should not be handling anything. It's just, I don't know how I feel about the song. And like, I love the visuals a lot of everything in this movie. Like, the whole Garnet scene, and like Garnet, when she gets like sent back to Ruby and Sapphire and then she fuses again for the quote-unquote first time again. That was really cool. I love the visuals of that. It's like hippie trippy aesthetic kind of meme, I guess. I don't know how to really properly describe it because I'm not the smart. It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed pretty much all the music in this movie. Like, I've listened to the movie. I can speak English, as you can clearly tell. But like, I've listened to the music from the movie, like outside of the movie. I've been enjoying it, listening to it, and like analyzing it, I guess, in a way. I love Amethyst, like baby Amethyst. Like, she's so small. I don't know, like, I have a deep love for like just wholesome characters, because like, I don't know, I watch serious shows all the time and I like serious characters, but it can get tedious and annoying. Like, can we have some like just wholesome, nice, good characters? That's needed in this world. Dearly needed in this world. That's why I like Dee Dee. And like baby Amethyst, she's good. I don't understand the weird lines on her legs. If someone can explain like the deeper symbolism of that to me, that'd be pretty bueno. I don't know. And let me think. Was there anything else that was like major, important, can't wait to speak about? Baby Amethyst is good. I like how she just repeats things back, like, hey Amethyst, hey Amethyst. I like that. It's good. This will be fun. Aren't you the lucky one? Her gem is bling. Something, something. Your best friend Spinel I don't know this song as well as I probably should. But whatever. Hope you enjoyed this weird ramble video. Stick around for more content. Leave your thoughts in the the comments below. And yeah, let me know if you want to hear more of my weird ramble thoughts and stuff. Till next time, see you later. Bye.